Okay, so I'm making an updated video on the emulator tutorial thing I had from before because so I had to format my computer. I had 3 hard drives die in the past year, all at the same time from the same company, and I'm assuming they were just old. I want to say they're like most of them were like 6 or 7 years old, so it was about time anyway. But so I reinstalled Anarchy Arcade, and I wanted to get it to launch ROMs, and I loaded it up, and I was like, I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out really quick. And man, I was having issues, and I was like, oh, I'll look up a tutorial. And unfortunately, mine was the first result I saw. So I loaded it, and I was like, oh, this is okay. And then I remembered I wanted to update that tutorial, and I didn't. And as a result, when I went to mess with it, I was like, oh, wait, I can't figure anything out. So here we are, and then I want to say it took me maybe an hour, hour and a half of just messing around with files and being like, oh yeah, that's how this works, to finally get this loaded again. So I'm gonna load up arcades, the front end, whatever. So I'm gonna go to custom game. I have mine set to single player because can't really do much with other people in Anarchy Arcade, as far as I know, aside from basically role playing stuff. So I have the two I've been working on are Flynn's and New Retro. I'm gonna go with this PS New Retro, which is on the Steam Workshop. This is all the stuff that I have in it right now. It's kind of a mess. It's a work in progress. Problem is every time I add something to it, I'm like, I'm gonna play this game for an hour, and yeah, a lot of stuff doesn't get done that way, huh? Anyway, so this is the theme, whatever. And of course, jeez, always catches me off guard. Drift Stage, because this game is awesome. I've got Fury in here. Then I've got Mall Quest, which is a really cool game people should check out. It's kind of hard to find online. Anyway, so I started off here, and I was like, this place is weird. This is weird. I like the theme, especially since it's all like 80s retro trapper keeper or freaking TV show intro, and of course you've got the ability to spawn any Steam games. Let's say Mortal Kombat, so I have this installed. Could put that in here. You can just drop this machine here, and this is going to work fine because it's a Steam app. All right, so that's not the issue. The issue is, let's go to the other part of this. Thing I love about this map, the reason I switched from the Flynn's Arcade to this, even though I love Flynn's, is this feature here, which teleports you to a separate section. Hopefully it works okay. Yeah, so this is where I actually have most of my stuff at right now. You got pinball. These are, I used to have a bunch of separate pinball tables in here, but they weren't linked to future pinball or anything, so it was kind of useless. We just showed the DLC for Pinball Arcade and Pinball FX. You go down here, of course you got Street Fighter V, that's on Steam. This is on Steam. This is on Steam, and then you got all these here. All these games are pretty much on Steam too. That Brawlhalla, I even made a 4-player machine for that. But these here, these are MAME ROMs specifically. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up here. I'm having this weird issue lately where, for whatever reason, even though I have reinstalled, the Flash plugin that's required for Steam, the videos don't display, so I've just left the screenshot up there for now. But you can see right here, it's showing you the shortcut to where my ROMs are. And what you can do is you can click on the game. Once you hit E on it to go into that view, launch MK2, and this is going to open up a MAME, and it should load the game up in this super tiny window up here. So I actually have a stick plugged up because I'm one of those people. Anyway, so this is one of the things a lot of people have issues with, is that you look and you want to add your ROMs, and it just doesn't seem to work. This is always super weird. I don't know why that happens. I'm assuming it's a teleporter because I'm in a separate section of the map. But what people will tell you is like, yeah, all you do is you just hit escape, and then you go to custom game up here, or not custom game, options, and then you go to manage add-ons, and then you add in MAME. It's like, well, for a lot of people, this section here at the very bottom where it says open with profiles, this doesn't show up for a lot of people. The way this works is when you have these games in here, if you put a check mark in the box, it'll add the emulator to the list of stuff that you can select. So let's put FCEUX in here. All right. Yeah, let's put a little. Geez, I don't know. Let's put a TV right here. Let me go. I'm gonna go to browse, and let's go to this PC. C emulation ROMs. All right, so I've got all my ROMs in folders because I'm weird. This is gonna be weird. I don't remember these launch with zip files or not. They should be fine. So let's put baseball stars 2 in here. So since I added this to the menu that's at the beginning, it's going to show me FCEUX. I don't even think I have this emulator installed. This section here doesn't really matter too much. So, oops, let's put that in there again. Where'd it go? Baseball stars. Baseball stars 2. We're going to go and select that. Choose the drop down menu FCEUX. And of course, you can cycle the mouse and get different consoles and stuff to show up. You can, for whatever reason, you can have a Sega Genesis / Master System or a 32X, because of course, let's just put a Super Nintendo in here, because why not? Edit item. This is where you get to do the fun stuff of adding screenshots. So the best way is to open this up, Shift Tab, to open up the Steam overlay, and then I just look up, say, baseball stars 2 NES. Take a random screenshot from images, view image, and then you just copy this link here. So this is just showing you how to customize the machines. So we don't want that. We want the marquee. The marquee is the stuff that shows in the top and the side of the machine. So this is an arcade game. It's the stuff that you see on the side panel, the control panel, all that crap. So this is how you get stuff to look cool. Look at that cartridge. That almost looks real. Anyway, but because I don't think I have this emulator set up right, I'd be surprised if I do. I haven't used this emulator in a long time. Yeah, so this isn't going to do anything. It's just going to say, you don't own this yet. Launch define, places where you can get it. This is issue number 1. There's a lot of people see that, they turn that on, and it's like, oh, this isn't working. What do I do? Let's delete this. Here's more ROMs that I have set up and stuff. Anyway, so what you want is you want to, geez, I keep going to the wrong menu. Options, manage add-ons. And again, if you look at the list, you can see everything that's installed that I have selected already. A lot of these I actually don't have. I'm going to show you the folder where all these things are set up at in a second. So let's go ahead and take this off of there, because why not? Like, I don't have most of these installed. These are the ones I usually use. All right, so I'm going to hit Alt-Tab. We're going to go to Apps. This is the Anarchy Arcade folder that you get from Steam. You go in the A Arcade folder, then you go in Apps from there. And this is this list that you see in the background here. All of these are the exact same files. So these are the ones that show up as emulators. So what a lot of people say that you should do, if you just want to do this really quick, is you go and you can make a copy of this file or any of the files that are in here. So that's going to show up as the SNES copy. Let's name this Nintendo thing, because why not? All right, so you've named it something different. Now you're going to go in and you want to open this. You can go to Properties, change what it opens with. I use WordPad because WordPad has a decent word wrap ability. Where the hell is WordPad? It's open. I have 3 monitors on, so pardon me. All right, let me, what the flip? Where'd it go? There we go. All right. So now that we have this file open, this is what it looks like. This, for a lot of people, they just see all this crap here and it's kind of overwhelming. The big thing you want to look at is right here. This is where your emulator is located. You don't really need to worry about these things so much right here. This is if you want people to go to a website to download the thing. I don't really personally care. Like, this is just for me. This is my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in here and just change the name of this. Let's just switch this to a Nintendo thing, because I don't know what Nintendo emulator I have right now. I've got another folder open. This is where the emulators that I have downloaded separately are. So this is kind of a mess. I used to have these grouped by console. Let's see, I believe this is Nintendo here. This is like Nintendo in general, but for the sake of this, let's just use FCEUX. So this is where this is. So I'm going to copy this, highlight this, copy it, and we're going to go in here. We're going to change this to this directory, and you want to put a /FCEUX. Is that right? exe? Yeah. So that's good. Screens path, like I said, these things right here don't really matter all that much. I don't think you need to worry about this, but just in case, for me, I have a lot of my ROMs in this folder here for Nintendo, so I'm going to go ahead and change that too. I said I don't think you absolutely have to worry about this. I'll go and drop that in there. Where did the quote go? Closing quote. All right. That's the big thing. That is the biggest thing that you have to worry about right there. I don't know where this thing is at, so I'm just going to put fcux.com. All right, we're going to save this. Now, I don't know if you have to do this. I've never had luck with it just magically appearing, but I'm going to go ahead and close Anarchy Arcade. I'm going to open it again. It should show up in that list. So let's go back down here. Load up desktop mode. Again, this tutorial I want to say is like half for myself, so I'm hoping this thing is a lot better than the previous one was. The issue I had before is that you couldn't see what I was doing. I didn't realize I wasn't in display capture. I was just in full screen game. Thanks, OBS. Got a lot of workshop content, which most of it I probably don't need anymore. It's because when you download a lot of arcades and stuff, they come with a ton of content in them already. So we'll go to, you know what, let's go to, geez, all of the plain ones that you get, they all look so like, they're kind of weak, in my opinion. I don't know, I don't really dig the feel of the garage. Nightclub looks too fancy. Let's just go with apartment. Sure. Sure. So we'll go in here. Loading, 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 loading. How? This isn't mine. I refuse. I'm not going in that one. It's unacceptable. I don't know why all this crap is in here. That doesn't make any sense. Let's find another one. Let's look over here at the ones that have 0 instances. So apartment suite doesn't have any. So let's try this. Single player loading world. Hopefully this one is just empty. There's nothing in here. I'm surprised I had anything saved for that other one. All right, so here we go. This is this place. I hate the character models that you get forced to use for this. I think it's the Combine Soldier, but it always just looked really weird. Even in Half-Life, it looks kind of lame. So let's go over here. Same thing. Let's go load up baseball stars. I'm not sure why I keep picking that. Maybe this game is good luck. Who knows? So we got our baseball stars machine. It's still got that marquee set to it. Let's just put this right here. Do not own this yet, so I'm going to go in here. I'm going to hit escape, go to options, manage add-ons. Now when I go down to this list, yeah, as you can see, Nintendo thing shows up right there. So this is the emulator that I have. It has no description because I didn't make one, because why? Go in here. We're going to change what this opens with. We're going to go to the drop-down menu, choose Nintendo theme. So, all right, let's see. And there we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. The big thing again to remember is that what you want to do is you want to, let's close this. Close, 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 close. All right. You want to remember that you need to have the, close that. There we go. The apps, just make a copy of any of these files here, open them with WordPad. Once you have that open, you want to change the directory, and you can change, I would advise changing the name of it too, so you don't get confused. And that's the big thing. This right here, this determines what the launch option is that you need to adjust to make the ROMs load. Generally speaking, this works. This works for a lot of things. There's a few that don't work this way. I wouldn't really worry too much about those. I think PCSX2 actually loads the same way. Yeah, this thing here. This is the PlayStation 2 emulator, so just to show that's set up right, we'll go ahead and pick a PS2 game. I think I have this on my second hard drive. I bought more hard drives because that seemed like a smart idea. I didn't get them at the same time either, so I think they're two different companies. So these are all my PS2 games. So you know what? Let's put Fire Pro Wrestling in here because that's a quick game to load. We're gonna choose from the drop-down menu, PCSX2. Drop that, and I'm going to go and edit all this stuff really quick because I'm OCD. I want to at least have some sort of an image. So Fire Pro Wrestling returns. Nope, don't need video, we need images. We use this for the marquee. Copy that, so we're going to go in here, change this, edit. Control V to paste that in there, so now we have a banner. We can go in here and we can also edit the screen image. So I'm going to hit Shift Tab again, go back, and yeah, let's put this in here. The new screenshot URL. And so this is this. You can add a video. I want to say it's the trailer thing right here, I believe you edit. But like I said, for me, for whatever reason, lately, all the videos are just black. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, that sounds great. I'm just going to copy this person's YouTube video. Put that link in there. Now, theoretically, what would happen is when you go up to the machine, when you hit E, it would load the video. But this is what I get instead. This is a whole other issue. If I figure out a solution for that, I will film that too. Let's see. I'm going to hit play. That's going to open up the PlayStation 2 emulator because this uses the same way to launch games. And there you go. Just remember, again, also, once you have all this stuff set up, you still have to set your own controls. So I can't actually play this. I believe I have all of my controls set to, I have them set to a Beatmania turntable or something. So they're not going to work. But yeah. All right. Hopefully this helped you. Hopefully this helps me in the future too. I don't want you guys to be screwed over. If you need any more help, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and put one of these in here. I've already set this machine up, so this is going to work fine. Go in here, pick this. And yeah, I got to adjust my MAME settings so this doesn't happen. Again, I have MAME installed. And remember, have your emulators somewhere where you can easily get to them. Just copy that directory, put that in there, and all this stuff should work. Two-player version of the game lets you select your character. Pro tip, if you're using MAME, two-player version of the four-player games usually lets you select a character. We'll play this for a second, just let this go. Just so it's a nice way to end it with some actual gameplay. I'm using an arcade stick. Alright. So we can all see this works now. We're good. Alright. And I'll show you when you launch the game and whatever. Anarchy Arcade. That's cool. I haven't really played this multiplayer ever. I think I might have joined a server the first time I tried this thing out and saw some other people and I was like, oh, this is weird. Yeah. What else is useful? No, there's another shortcut. Can't ever remember it. It's the thing that you use to unlock stuff, not B. So many buttons. Flashlights F. If you hit C, you get in here. This is the easiest way to unlock stuff that's in the thing already. So you go in here, unlock the Steam box with 2 controllers. You earn tickets by playing. Of course, the tickets disappear, and now I can use that as a display. Of course, I'm freaking going to use the arcade machines most of the time, but still. There's so many. I have so many things unlocked. A lot of this stuff is from the Steam Workshop too, because arcade machines are so cool. I don't think this is the one. I think it's just the Steam box with 2 controllers that sits on the table. That's what I'm looking for. Whatever. Anyway, you get an idea. I'm scrolling through the mouse wheel right now in order to see all the cabinets I have. So, yep. And again, it doesn't matter what kind of thing that you could use. If you want to, you could have this giant speaker and have that be your game. You could be this guy and do this. Click on it, hit the play button. It's going to load up. Bam. All right. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps, and I will see you guys later. Toodles.